Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. And we start today's episode over here at the MCH. Now, those of you who were in my live stream, I think it was on Saturday, might have even been on Friday, I dropped a big spoiler as to what this episode was going to be. And I said we're going to be working on something that's been around since the start of this city and has been largely untouched since. And any of you who've been sitting there trying to work it out hopefully came to the conclusion that what I'm going to be working on is the MCH and our bus network. Because basically the buses, apart from a few new lines here and there, they haven't really had much of a say recently. They've been the forgotten method of transport in this city. And it's actually the one with the most flaws. You see how much money our buses actually lose us at the moment. So what we are going to do is select every single bus line we've got, all 25, 23, 23. I think it's 23 of them. And we are going to delete them. And we're going to do them again. We're going to rebuild every single bus stop, every single bus hub that isn't working as well as it should be. It's all going to get redone. And I'm looking forward to doing this, actually. I'm really looking forward to getting this bit done and out of the way. This has been a massive pain in my backside, trying to sort out this part of the city. And I've been thinking long and hard about what I want to change about it. And that is why I did come to the conclusion that the whole lot really should go. And, you know, there are some lines you might have seen here. There are some lines that are making us a profit. But really, the only way this is going to work is if they are all redone, and not just one or two. The whole lot has to go. We can get a fresh start. And I'm going to do something like I did in the south of the city. I'll say the southwest of the city, where I had the two loops combined into one. Well, yeah, two loops in each hub combined into one, running from a single depot. And that's what made it work. Right, every single bus line is gone. And the first ones I'm going to replace are the ones down here in the south of the city, because these are the ones that bring us in the most money. So it makes sense that we keep that trend going. Right, so I need to remember how I did this now. Let's rename this the Cobalt line. Now this was a working system, so I don't need to move any of the stops. This worked fine. Let's copy this from the Indigo line, because I'm assuming... I will check this again in a second, but I'm assuming that this is correct. So the weekday starts at 10:30, ends at 4:30. Morning rush ends at 9:30. Let's change that to 10. We'll bump this up to every hour. Evening rush should then start at 5 and go to 7:30. Night time should start at 8 and go through until 6:30. No, I don't like that. Let's change that to 7. And then this will end at 6. With a bus every hour. You have to excuse my my mouse skills today, guys. I've managed to hurt my thumb somehow. I have no idea how. But it's restricting my movement slightly when it comes to using the mouse. Curse to me, really. Alright, weekends. We're going to start at 7. And we're going to end at, was it 8? This one starts at, yes, so we're going to end this at 7. 7 till 7, that's quite apt. With a bus every hour. Come on, mouse. There we go. Right, now we've got to plan it out. So comes from there, comes round to this stop here. Let's go south first, so we'll go this way, and we'll do all of this loop like so, and then we'll run into this bit like that, and then up into this section via that stop, and then it's up into this bit. So it's a stop there, that one there, that one there, loop it round via that one, and then back to here again, and then back to depot. So that's that one done. We only need 13 vehicles for that, so that's fine. We're then going to go into this, and this is going to be the new Celeste line. Hopefully spelled correctly. Yep, looks like it was. I've done it again, gone to put the stops in first. Let's try that again, because we need to copy this. All bus lines are going to be copied from the Cobalt line now, because that has been set up properly, unlike the original Cobalt line, which was not set up properly. It was set up very improperly, if that's a word, which it probably isn't. But there you go. Right. So this one is going to go from, god damn it, from the depot. Oops, I missed out an entire section of that line. Oh well, I'll have to fix that sometime. Right, it's going to go here. And then loop round this way. Up here, down here, down to this bit, cross like that, cross to this one, and then it's going to go to that stop again, and then it's going to go down this way, connect to the tram, and then follow the loop round. Excuse me. Stuff stuck in my throat again. I always have stuff stuck in my throat whenever I'm recording or whenever I'm doing a live stream. But when I'm just playing socially, I seem to be fine. I can talk, I can sing, I can dance, I can do a backflip, you know, everything. And then as soon as I click record, I can't speak. English isn't my first language anymore. And it just becomes a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. There it is again. I do apologise, guys. Right, that's that done. I'm going to delete these 3 stops here that I missed. I will integrate them into something in the future. I've no idea what yet, but I'll think of something. Okay, so that was the easy bit done. That was the very easy bit done. Doing those 2 lines. Because they're pretty much plain and simple, staying exactly as they are. Because they were successful and earning us money. What we're now going to do, first of all, have this, as we've got enough vehicles here, 13, 15, what's that, 28, so I can sell 10 of these vehicles. Because this is all about saving money as well. I might leave them with 32, actually, I'll leave them with 32. This is all about saving money. It's about getting this number here as close to 0 as possible on the red side, and as far away from 0 as possible on the green side. It's about making profit. That's what this is all about today. Turning our margin round. Right, we have this huge area here now which needs redoing. And I'm actually going to put that one off for the time being. Because the one I really want to focus on is the hub. And all the stops coming into and out of the hub. Because the trolley lines are also under threat here. if I open up the trolley, you can see again, we're at a negative. Now one of these trolley lines is still making us a profit, and I do believe... Oh, it's not the Indigo line. Okay. Is it then the Mauve line? Just. Maybe I should get rid of them both then. But I want to keep the Indigo line, because I like the Indigo line. The Indigo line's nice. I like the way it loops around, it connects up with the tram in some cool places. And it is the only bus line that actually stretches this far east on this island. And, you know, it does have a few popular stops. So I do need to come up with a new way to make that profitable. And I will work on that possibly off camera. I think that's something that could be done off camera. What I need to do in the meantime is work on this bus depot. So we're going to sell all of the buses that we're not using. And that goes for the entire city. Just to get that number back to 0 again. Try and break even on the buses. There we go. So that's the MCH empty of buses. We're now going to go over to this part of the city, because this is a real problem area in terms of buses waiting to go into and out of the depot. Going to get rid of all of these. It's a long process, but it's worth it in the end. There we go. We're now going to head up to this one and do the same trick. Now the Maya line was successful, so I think I should get the Maya line reopened again as soon as possible. Because that one was good. That one was earning us money. I'm trying to remember what... That's also... Oh, the magenta line. Now that one might have been earning us money. Again, not much. Not much, actually. I'm quite disappointed in that. This bus depot here, what was it serving? I can't remember. I think it was a... It was a line to do with... Oh, I think it was just... Yeah, it was just a straight out and back with that. Alright, we'll edit that. We'll get rid of this depot. Because we don't need it anymore. We're not going to use this depot for vehicles anymore. It's not worth it. It's a big waste of money, huge strain on resources, plus it just looks downright ugly. It was a good idea at the time, but now I think we can do a lot better. Right, where did that join? That one there, and that one there. That tidies up those tunnels a bit for us anyway. That junction there could do a bit tidying up as well. Looks a bit ugly. Yes, what was I doing? I'm distracting myself now. Maya line, that was it. We're going to reopen the Maya line, because that one is successful. I do like the Maya line. So let's get that one running. Right, timetable the same as the Cobalt line. Some of you may have noticed my resolution settings have changed slightly as well. I should have probably said that from the start. I have got myself a new well, I say I've got myself. I was given a new monitor for my birthday a couple of weeks ago. For those of you who forgot, shame on you. For those of you who remembered, shame on you too, really, because that's quite a sad thing to remember. But anyway, it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I got a new monitor from my parents. So I thought, what better way to use it than to test, well, what better way to test it than with a Cities in Motion video. So that is what we are doing here. We are doing Cities in Motion. As if I need to tell you guys that. But yes, what was I saying? New resolution, that was right. I had a few lag issues. Turned out it was actually loads of pedestrians stuck in one particular area. But I did turn down my graphic settings as well, just to make the game run a little bit smoother. And I'm imagining with the monitor set up like it is now, hopefully, although having said that, it might not be the case, but hopefully the screen is a lot clearer for you guys to see as well. Fingers crossed on that one. Like I said, hopefully. I might have to change my settings again, in which case just give me a friendly nudge, call me an idiot, and say that I've got it wrong, and I'll quite happily fix it for you guys. Not a problem at all. Right, so that needs to run through there like that, and then it comes back out onto this street via the most windy route possible, and then it runs back north. Now I have an interesting idea for bus lines in this city, and I'm very interested to see what you guys think. It's basically a similar idea to almost like what coach companies do in London, and I imagine, well, not just London but across the country, and I imagine Greyhound do something quite similar in the US as well. We're going to stick with the satellite hub idea, but we're going to have a lot of like hub and spoke designs. So basically what's going to happen is this Maya line, it connects 3 or 4 different hubs, you know, and that's fine, that's absolutely fine. That was the idea of it. But we're also going to have other bus lines that connect other hubs to the MCH. We did it with the trolleys in the past, and that works well, apart from the fact that you've got to spend money on the trolley wires, whereas we don't really want to do that with future lines, because it does cost us a lot of money, as you've seen, and it loses us a lot of money, again, as you've seen. So the solution to that is do it with buses instead. And we have lots of options in terms of buses, lots of possibilities. We might as well, you know, utilize them and see what we can come up with. Now, at the moment, that idea is not going to be fully fulfilled until this project is complete. And I am thinking about how long this is going to take. It's going to take more than 1 episode to rebuild every single bus line in this city. That's fairly obvious. You know, it doesn't take an expert to notice that. However, I'd like to get as much of it done as possible today, and also I would like to deliberately leave some of it for you guys to give your opinions, thoughts and ideas, because you guys have been coming up with some absolute genius ideas recently, in terms of video making and also in terms of, you know, naming parts of the city, which I'm still looking for if you guys want to take part in that. Ideas for different lines. Someone came up with a really good idea for City Auto, which I will be implementing over the next week or so as well. And you know, just really good ideas that I'm very keen to test out and hopefully bring into full use. That would be awesome if I could do that. So yeah, keep the ideas coming in, the thoughts, the suggestions, everything to do with that. Keep them coming in. Best ones will be chosen as usual, and so on and so forth. Right, I need to... This is the bit that I've been dreading, because I'm so worried that I'm going to get it wrong. Because I need to do this without affecting the other parts of the network too much. See here, these are the original MCH stops. That one we need to keep, actually, thinking about it. Although, having said that, this is the Indigo line, is it not? Yes, it is. We're going to temporarily close the Indigo line as well. And we're going to completely scrap the Mauve line. Wherever that one's gone. It's up here somewhere. That's Indigo, that's Mauve. Mauve line. Come on. Be gone. Sell all the vehicles inside. Now this gives us an excuse to rebuild the hub, which is something that I've been sitting on for a long time. I've wanted to do something about the hub, because the actual metro side of it looks fantastic, and the trams now also look really good with the addition of City Auto. However, the rest of the hub, it does look a bit messy. Even the monorail system, it does look messy. That could do with rebuilding. So that's what this is going to be all about now. That's not what I wanted. I want that one. Right, this road here is also going to become a throughway. If people wish to use it as a throughway, that is. They might not. It's entirely up to them. But we are going to try and make it a through road, if possible. There we go. Might even build a bridge over there, just so people would actually use it. I'm also very tempted to get rid of these on-off ramps, to force people to go a specific way around the city. And now that we have actually got rid of the Mauve line, it means we can do something that I really have been wanting to do for a long time now, and that is get rid of that and turn it into a much wider road. I should be able to fit that size road in. There you go. The one-way system is properly complete now, because this bit was causing me absolute massive headaches trying to make it work. And now it looks as though I actually have the opportunity to. Getting rid of that trolley line, which I would like to bring back in, but it's not going to happen for a while. I can unpause that now. That should get rid of some of the traffic that was coming along around here. I can also get rid of these tram tracks, because I don't think we're ever going to run trams on this part of the road anymore. We are going to keep running them underneath there though, obviously on the Venetian line. I might have gone a little bit overkill on this road. I might make it smaller again in the future. But it's just nice to finally be able to do that. It gives you a real feeling of satisfaction when you finally get to do something that you've been wanting to do for so long and not being able to get round to it. Which is something I'm actually delaying doing in this episode right now as well, because I did say I wanted to rebuild the hub. And I will be rebuilding the hub very shortly. Just want to finish taking out those wires, because they look pretty ugly otherwise. That will be done again shortly. Get rid of that, and not that. That was an entire road, Mark. What did you do that for? Sorry for that, people. Citizens of the city driving along one day and suddenly the road disappears. Don't you hate it when that happens? That one I believe was part of something else, so that will stay. A lot of these stops will be staying. There'll just be a less regular bus service with cheaper vehicles. The route will still be rebuilt though, just to be easier to run. I think it's the best way of saying it, because it is quite an expensive thing to do. Build these huge bus networks, especially when they don't work as well as you want them to. It can become a very expensive thing to happen. Now, I've got to be careful what I'm doing with these, because one of these is the Indigo line. Is it this one? Yes, I have just deleted the end of the Indigo line. So we'll have to... It's that one that I want to get rid of. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Keep going like this. Up there. Up there. Most of these wires are going anyway. The Indigo line ones are obviously staying, but all the rest are going. And we are going to build new trolley lines in the future. It's not like we're going to scrap every single trolley line we've ever built. It's just a revision of the ones that we currently have. Or in this case, a scrapping of the ones that we currently have, because they're not exactly healthy. These ones, they're just ugly, horrible. Bleh. Right, get rid of the bits in the loop there. That's cool. That's something else I've been sitting on for a while. Okay, let's delete the rest of these stops and these waypoints. And in a second we'll be deleting the roads. What I now need to do is go into the Indigo line and delete every single stop that we have here. Like so. The magenta line will stay open, obviously. That one will go unaffected. What I'm now going to do is pause the game and start rebuilding the hub roads. And I'm also going to redo these ones. The in and out roads, as they're called. Right, we need ones with parking spaces. How wide's the road? 3, so we're going to do 3 with an extra lane. And that's so that we're not interrupting traffic. That's not what I wanted at all. Avenue. Derp. There we go. One there. and one, where is it? Come on. Under there. Just like that. And whilst the game's paused, I'm going to rebuild the depot entrance and exit road, because that was looking ugly as well. I'm almost at the stage now where I don't want it to go through. In fact, while we've got this shut, I might as well redo the entire Indigo line. So I want to redo this hub area anyway, this little depot space, because it was a bit ineffective. Wanted to change quite a bit of it. Ah, there we go. Again, that feeling of relief of doing something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. Right, we want quite a few bus depots. That's one of the first things I wanted to do. We want 1, 2, 3 like that. Connect them all up. It should let me do this. Yep. There we go, except I've done that wrong. Basically, we need one less lane on each one, so that'll be 2. That one will be 4. And this one will be 6. Except I've done that wrong again. Bear with me a second, guys. I will get there. We want them without sidewalks. So that's 2. 4. And this is just a contingency measure, it's not a necessity per se. Make that one that size. Will it let me make it that size? It might not actually. In that case, we'll have to keep it at this. I keep getting the wrong size. That size. There we go. We'll do that to there. And then we'll include the Indigo depot on this junction with this size road. Kind of like that. Although actually I'm tempted to do this slightly differently, thinking about it, because we only need really like 2 lanes to come this way. Like this. And we can keep this at 2 lanes. I'll build it. Yeah, more like that. Like this, and then back up to 3. Where's my target? Over there. So I need to go this way, and then round like that, round to here, and then at this point I can have it come up to there, and then curve in like that. That looks good. I like that a lot. And then on this side, I need it to be, let's do 2 wide to start with. Like so. And we'll build it to we'll build it to there as 2, and then here we'll make it go up to 3. And I think here it can actually stay as 3. Yeah? Yeah, that works for me. Okay, and then the wires, trolley wires, will go out like that in the fast lane, all the way down along to here, and then it's a sharp left turn to there, and then this bit will run them through there, and then we'll reconnect it. Yeah, we'll reconnect it to that lane there. So that's going out, coming back in. It'll go from there like that. It'll go straight across there. We'll get to this point and it'll run it in on this lane, and then it'll go to this lane, and then it'll go to that lane, and then from here it will turn into the center lane again, and then here it will stay in the center lane. So there's a little bit of a kinked section there, but then from here it will run. Yeah, you're gonna have to do it like that. There's a bit of a crossover, but we'll live with that. So hopefully vehicles won't be leaving and arriving at the same time. There is quite a steep slope coming out of there, but vehicles should be slowing down for that bit anyway. We can now unpause the game and get this back up and running. And we're going to head back over to this part of the city, which is of course the hub, and we're going to start putting in our stops. So we want stops, we want one there and one there. We want one in the center of this bit, which is there, and one opposite it there, and then we want another one there and one there, just like that. We're not going to rename them, that's too much work. But what we are going to do is rebuild the indigo line. So let's do that. How long has this episode been? 32 minutes, crikey. This is definitely a job that's going to take a few episodes. We might even be doing this most of next week. That's how long I think this is going to take. Alright, the new indigo line is going to copy cobalt line again. All buses are going to run to the same timetable, which is fine. Right, now to add the stops. Now I think we might introduce some new stops to this line now, just because we can. So we're going to start there, like that, and we are going to run underneath the ground and surface for that stop there. We're going to go for the center. We're then going to leave the hub, get to this point and turn right, and the first stop after the hub. Actually, whilst I'm here, there was one bit of road, yeah, this bit here, that I wanted to redo because it was ruining my roundabout system. In fact, a lot of this trolley was ruining my roundabout system. So I now have the opportunity to rebuild the lot. Okay, so you want one way, 4 lane. You want it to run straight across. Why is it saying can't build in the water? You really going to do this to me, game? It's because of the highway, isn't it? Yes, because of the stupid... Get rid of that bit. No. Delete that bit and that bit. I'll rebuild those after. Right, so that goes to there. That one goes to there. Then we got this one that goes there. That one goes there. Goes across like that, and then this one goes down and down. We now have this large one-way system. which I'm also going to change where these roads come out for that very same reason. It's going to go into a 3-lane, and it's just going to rise up like so, curve around like that. Then on this side it's going to do the same, so it's going to go like that, and then it's going to curve down and round like so. Is there water there now? Doesn't look like it, which is good. And that should help with some traffic problems here. More lanes now. 2 lanes go left, 2 lanes go right. In fact, how do these ones go left when that's one? Oh, they go this way, and then 1 lane goes straight ahead, which should be cool. Right, I'm supposed to be planning out the Indigo line, aren't I? And here I am being distracted. So where did I get to? Is it up here? Yes. Okay. Let me just rebuild the wires. So from here it's then got a curve over like that. I suppose that's possible. All 3 lanes are technically going the same way, so that should be more than doable. Let me just go straight across like this. Or does it? Have I lost it already? Where does it go? I need to follow it backwards now just to see where it went. There, and then straight down to there, across to this bit. Okay, so we actually run up this way now. Like that. But if I change this piece of road here to be 1-way, 3-lane. Where is it? I want 3-lane with parking. Is it that one? Yeah, technically. With parking either side. I could put a new stop in at this point by having it chicane over and then turn in the corner like that, so I can get rid of that bit as well. I could put a new stop. Let's do it there. That's also new parking for the city, which is quite cool. This new area should redevelop quite nicely now. The highway idea was good. I liked the highway idea. I just think it was, let's say, overdone a little bit. Needed to be a bit different. Do you know what, actually? I'm going to keep with that 1-way road idea for this section too. Just so we're getting cars out of the road. Sorry, we're getting trolleys out of the road when they stop. And buses, because I'm sure buses will come down here as well. This is quite an important interchange with the monorail here. So, fingers crossed. Anyway, let's plan these stops again. So it comes out of the depot. First stop out of the depot is there. Or out of the hub, I should say. And then we got this stop here. And then we have this new stop here. Yep, this stop here. Goes up this way again. This stop here. And this one here. Then we run on to this area. Now I want to develop this part of the city some more. We got good connections here. We got hub link, we got the monorail, we got the water bus, we got the tram, and we've got the trolley. So I think we should develop this. And because this is the Docklands area, I am very tempted to throw in the Sydney Opera House as a landmark there. I think that will raise its popularity significantly. And actually, whilst we're faffing around here with trolley wires, I'm going to rebuild part of this part of the line as well. Because we have it cut a straight line straight through this residential estate. But I think actually it would be better if this one, if it came in here like this and then went south this way and actually went through this area. Why have I got underground view on still, actually? I don't even know. It hides the buildings, which I suppose is helpful. So I might leave it on. And then runs up this way. And then turns this way, and then hooks up there. We can have a couple of stops here. We can have one there. We can have one there. One here. And yeah, stuff it one there. Right, so then it's that one. That one. That one. That's what I like about this now. We have the luxury to just change things up if we want to. With no real explanation for it. Just do it. Which is exactly what I'm going to do here as well. I'm actually going to leave the old wires how they are, but I'm going to change the route of the line. Just because I can. I'm getting drunk with power. I don't know why I put that bit there. I was trying to be clever, but it didn't really work. There we go. Right, so we want a new stop there, even though it's just around the corner from that one. And we're going to do the same thing with one there. Because I don't care. This is planning ahead for the future of the city as well. It's all planned. So it makes sense, really, that we fit in with the plan. Right, let's get rid of that stop. I'm going to change the route again. I am going to get rid of these wires now, because this route's going to take a huge detour from its current route. So you can see where it currently goes. But that, for my liking, takes it a little too close to other parts of the city that we don't really want it to go to. So the new plan, you can see where the metro line runs. We're going to have it follow that. So it actually has a stop on the same street as the metro, and that should raise popularity for people going to and from the metro. And then we'll run it up here, and then we'll run it this way. Back onto there. Okay, and we'll have a stop there, and we'll have another stop. Let's pop one there under the monorail track. Do we have any buildings here? We have a few. I'm getting the line to zigzag a little bit more. I kind of want my buses to use more of the back streets. I don't mind my trolleys using the main road as such, because, you know, it's a main road. It's a main road happy city, this one. There's a lot of main roads here. So it makes sense to do this. Alright, want to stop there. I'm going to get rid of the stop here and move it further down to this road here. Scrap that one. Decommission it. Whatever you want to call it. And I want to scrap this stop here as well. And in actual fact, I kind of want to change this wire up anyway. And this part of the wire. Okay. Because actually I do want it to avoid this avenue if I can. I think I might have found a way to do that. If I grab a one-way street here. Now I don't think I can make that like that, but I can drop that down. Like so. And bring that back up again like that. I'm going to have to delete that building. I think that's a better way of getting the trolleys underneath this road. That is quite an ugly road actually, but oh well, it'll do. If you can hear music in the background, by the way, yes, I am AFK on Minecraft whilst I'm recording this. That will be explained possibly in a video, maybe even a live stream sometime this week. I tend to go AFK a lot on Minecraft whilst I'm recording videos. I think I've explained that one before though, so that's fine. Okay, there we go. Let's just get rid of that piece of wire. Okay, so from here we run underneath, up and round to there, and then from there we run back to the original stop. We're trying to get that loop system set up again, and then back to depot. Now how many vehicles do we need? We need 21, so I'm going to buy 25 trolleys. I'm going to buy 25 of these Comet bus cars, because they're cheap and simple. And now I'm going to end the episode, guys, because we've pretty much reached the end of this anyway. We've been going for 45 minutes now. 46 minutes actually, so I think it's time we ended. We will be carrying this on Monday though. I'll do a little bit more work off camera over the weekend, and we'll carry this on in Monday's episode. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will see you soon.